Morning. Rio come back just in time, acting like she was there all the time.
Good morning,
I've been
everyone.
here. Hi.
Manners and
First of all, everyone, I want to introduce my friend Siobhan Copland. She's joining us today. Siobhan is she's a superstar herself. She's been on a few TV shows, and she has her own matchmaking company. She's basically the Black Seller Black.
Oh, like Hitch, yeah? You're like Hitch?
Yeah, she's Hitch. She's basically Hitch. You know what I mean?
We'll definitely get into that. We can't hear you, Siobhan, though.
Oh, can you?
Oh, it's cutting in and out, but I can hear you.
Yeah, you're in and out.
Oh, no, I said I like the Cilla Black comparison.
Oh yeah, for sure. So
what about the Hitch one?
Yeah, Hitch too, but he's a bit more kind of like help guy being a player, which I give tips. I'm not quite.
We'll get into that. But first off, like man always does. Everyone just told me how their week's been, man. How's your week been? Jay, you've been doing your boxing again?
Missed it today. Had a bit of an emergency. Had to just do some stuff, so I had to miss it today. But training all week. I've been going gym all week, so to be honest, been trying to keep it up anyway. But yeah, man. How's your week been?
I do the answer. I do the questions.
So I can't ask the question.
No, I'm joking. Yeah, no, mine's been alright, man. It's just obviously when man started this lives, and obviously I know everyone's been seeing my numbers on lives all the time, man. It's getting a bit mad. That's what man asks for, you get me? It's always on lives and here. Got to fly to Milton Keynes here, there, and everywhere and stuff. But yeah, man, I can't complain about working hard, you get me?
I heard that.
We saying Riri. How's your week been going, my G?
Rubbish. Boring this week. Work. That's it. Ain't really been doing nothing this week. So I had your other half. I had your partner in crime round. That's nice.
Oh, is it? Oh, my brother probably.
Yep. So you know what that consisted of. Hence why I'm like this.
Oh, you know what? Drunk.
Yeah.
That's how it ended.
For sure.
Yep. Hence why I'm on the black coffee right now. I'm looking at this.
Same. We're on the same thing. My boy is. How's your week been, my bro?
Well, it's been non-stop for me, man. Just constant work. You know what I mean? Trying to set up a few things. Trying to start more work. So, I never want to stop. So I'm lucky enough to be able to say I can work. You know what I mean?
Izzy had a meeting this week. He was on a business call on the way to the meeting. He's having a meeting on the way to the meeting.
It's non-stop. It's non-stop. You know what I mean? So
it gets like that sometimes.
Every day.
It gets like that.
My boy F's, what you saying? How's your week been, my brother?
Same old, bro. The youths them up till yesterday, and then I'm just on the road now 4 days. You know how it goes.
On the road doing what?
Music, singing. Shows. From today, tomorrow, and Monday.
F's, introduce yourself properly, man, because everyone don't know.
Everyone don't know me. F's.
They know him, man. What are you talking about, man?
No, I'm saying I know they know him, but what he does.
I know what he's been. I know what he's been doing, but I just asked him that question. He's with.
I'll just arrange. I write, sing, artists. So we did. We did Miss La Familia's that rebranding. So we were at her launch thing day before yesterday, and then came up to we're down to Southend for a show, and then we're up to Ipswich, and then I think somewhere else up North Carlisle, I think, and then Glasgow, the last one, and then we're back.
You're not doing Burnable at the minute.
Nah, I'm not doing that at the moment. I'm waiting for like other bits and pieces to come through so I can start traveling to certain countries.
Oh, obviously. for obvious reasons.
Yeah. I need certain things. It's taken literally. I looked at it. Then November the 16th was when everything got the ball got rolling. It's taken that literally a whole year to get to this stage. But obviously I'm progressing, so hopefully, God willing, it'll be what it is.
Yeah, with the grace of God.
Yeah.
Siobhan, my dear, Hey, my darling.
Yeah, it's kind of
What's
made.
that?
Is that a new TVs? That's who TV's on.
Oh, it's mine, but it shouldn't be that loud.
But I mean, we can hear it though.
Huh?
Can't hear you, Siobhan. You know, I don't know if you're talking or.
Yeah, you keep going in and out again, Shu. It might be your Wi-Fi.
Oh, really? No, I
Who's your
wasn't.
Wi-Fi provider?
Do I need a new Wi-Fi? Hold on, let's just check if I'm even connected to my Wi-Fi.
Yes,
No,
Stone, who's your Wi-Fi provider? Like that matters right now.
Yeah, because sometimes the talk thing don't work as it's supposed to. Might need to the Virgin thing or the E.
Is it a talk?
Oh, why am I in twice? Am I in twice?
No, we can hear you now. No,
Now we
you're
can
in
hear
one.
you.
We can hear you now.
Wi-Fi, sorry. Yeah, no, I moved my daughter's school. I just had a inkling. I was just like, I'm not really feeling this school they were at, so I actually switched them to a new school, and they're loving it. It's great. The new school is like, the other one was a 25-minute walk because I haven't got a car at the moment. After literally so many problems with the mechanic. This one is like 2 minutes away from my house, so it just makes my life so much easier, and it's just a very nice little school. So
Is that the reason why you moved them? Because of
Yeah, I was literally about to ask that.
you know what? I'm enjoying getting my daily steps in because I've been trying to do 10,000 steps a day. So the walking to school and back was pretty much my 10,000 steps a day. So now I've got to do more to get those steps in. But it just means we're not rushing about in the morning, you know, getting them all ready. And I can just ease myself into the day a little more. And it's just a nice little school. The other one was hardly any black kids. It was just mainly pretty much, I live in Essex, so it's pretty much white. Whereas on the walk that I was going to, I was noticing there was so much more diversity that was going to this school. So that's when I called them. I was like, have you got any spaces? And it's so nice now, like their class is so mixed culturally as well. So it's just, yeah, it was.
I think that's so important for kids, though, man.
Mm.
You know.
Yeah.
How old are they?
So one of them just started in reception, and the other one's just got into junior school.
So what ages is it? I don't know.
So 4 and
Reception's
7.
4.
My eldest is going to be 8 next week. So yeah.
Oh wow,
still,
okay.
like, yeah, I would have made that move sooner, to be honest, because my eldest was quite happy in the old school, but I had in it, you know, when you just walk into the playground. I never made friends with any of the mums. Everyone was kind of just giving me side eye, and I was just like, I just don't really like this place. But this place now, people coming up to me, offering us cupcakes, adding me straight to the WhatsApp group, telling me about this, telling me about that, and I'm like,
The mums.
okay, yeah, this feels more like a community.
Who else?
You know what? You know what?
Who else?
Can't be the fathers.
You know
Yeah,
you're right.
I'm saying.
I mean, so much WhatsApp groups. It's too much for me. Every moment I'm joining a new WhatsApp group with this school business.
But you know what? With the thing, there's so many emails. Everything. It's no longer sending letters home. It's everything online, and I get complete over everything online. You know, but at least I know, like, for example, if there's certain days they've not got to wear uniform, just quick checking the WhatsApp group. Someone will be mentioning it, and I'm not going to slip up.
That's true. That's true. We do get the
I
information.
hear that. We hear that you're a matchmaker.
I am for my sins, yeah. A lot of people don't believe it's a real job, but yeah, I basically just introduce people that are professional people looking for love, want to settle down, not enjoying the apps and all of that. So it's, and I know we're going to go into the topic today, but what I do helps with that, I feel.
Okay. All right. Is the other something that you wanted to? It's based on rejection. So, fire away, my bro.
No, so I got told this story about a few young gentlemen from our demographics, and I think it was just on the streets. There was, when I say a few of them, you know, more than 3, and one of them was trying to talk to this girl, which you know, youngish girl, which she, I think, politely declined his approach, and he got angry You know, apparently, you know, all she said was like, I think he asked her, "Oh yeah, you got a man?" No, she said no, and then you know, I think he asked for a number, and she said, "Oh no, no, thank you," and he gets angry, and apparently, like they start wailing on her. You know, at first they start teasing her, like cussing her. Then I think he got too far. Then he punched her in her face. Then the rest of them joined in, like, you know what I mean, to beat her up. So, like, that's this kind of like, you know, I was so shocked, and then I thought about it, and I wasn't, because I see these young men on the street. They have no behavior, you know. So to do this to a young woman, like, and I'm sure it happens more than once, and people don't hear about it. You know what I mean? So I just don't think a lot of young men from our demographic know how to handle rejection.
Mm, mm.
What do you think about that, Ree?
Heavy, isn't it?
How do you get, see, Ree, when you get like approached by guys or anything like that, how do you feel like they take it if you're not interested?
Depends on the situation. If they're with like, a group, then it will be more embarrassing for them. But if it's just one-on-one, no, okay. Or if even some of these lines these days where I've got a man, don't even work. So you sometimes have to like lie with it.
I don't know.
You know what I mean?
I'd have to agree. I think
Can't hear you, mate.
S, are you talking? F.
He's froze.
Is his provider? Is
Yeah,
I think he's on talk. Jay, he set himself up.
him
Hey,
and
Siobhan, what do you think about that?
They switch providers. They
We
switch quickly.
can hear Siobhan now. We can't hear. Oh man.
But what age group was?
They were young. They were teenagers. I think they were saying there was the girl was like 16, 17.
Yeah,
She's
it's different,
around
isn't it? People my age now,
the women.
30 plus,
I think men in
they're
general
not-
don't take. Yeah,
Yeah.
If we can't hear
I'm
you,
on my data. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, F, you're definitely cutting in and out.
bro, you need to
Borrowed
sort out
his
your
connection
provider,
from his
man.
neighbor.
We can't hear you.
That Libera line, like, you know what
I
mean?
know.
We can't hear you.
Wait, what's it?
Tilt the rotor.
Let me-
towards you.
I know. I can hear you. I can hear you.
Just
yeah, go on,
move the area on the
Can you
TV.
hear me now?
Yeah.
Can you hear me
Go
now?
close to the
Yeah.
window where the satellite is.
Why is everyone getting me? Can you hear me?
Close to
Man
your
said
neighbour.
go closer to the
Yeah,
window.
we can hear you, bro. Go on.
Go on, speak
Move
now.
it-
Oh, can you
move
hear?
your
What,
chain-
from the
move
beginning.
your chain to the right side. Yeah, that's it. We can hear you
Take
now.
the bonnet off.
No, what's it? Can you hear me? Yeah.
Yeah, speak from the beginning. We didn't hear you at all.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, start from the beginning.
Oh, so what I was saying is, I think men in general, like as a generalization, don't handle rejection the greatest, especially in the demographic you talk about, the young guys. And I was watching something, I can't remember who it was or where it was. I think it might have been Angela Rye or Angela Yee or whatever. And she was saying, like, just give out the number and block or give a digit wrong. But she said sometimes they'll try the number there and then. Just give out the number because it makes them feel better. And you don't have to speak to them. You can block them afterwards. But it's like certain times girls will want to do the stand-up thing, thinking that it's chivalrous men from back in the day that aren't going to put their hands on you, that aren't going to throw something at you, that aren't going to, be rude about it. They're going to just take it like a gentleman and be like, okay, have a nice day. That don't happen no more. So it's like, some men are like that, but it's few and far between. So it's like the women kind of have to adjust. Maybe it's not fair, it's not right, but I feel like they have to adjust themselves and not expect men to be as they were back in the day. There's too much social media, there's too much information. People are bombarded with stuff. It's like in their minds, it's not clear. And it's a disrespect. It's you know what I mean? It's a violation. And
But F,
like,
you can't put it on the victim, though. How can you put it on the victim? They have to.
I'm not putting on victim. I'm not putting on victim.
It's not their fault. It's easier for them to change their behavior. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because it's expecting somebody to do something that they're not going to do versus you amending what you do to not be in the situation. It's not fair. I'm not saying it's fair. I'm not saying necessarily, that's what everybody should do. But like, for instance, the girl that you're talking about, had she said, "Oh no, I don't have a man. Let me get your number." Okay, he takes it like, yeah. She leaves. He tries to message her the next day, and he gets no response. That whole situation is avoided in the situation, of course. And I think we have to look at maybe stop expecting people to do things that they're showing that they're not. I know other girls have tried to speak to men, and they're walking past the train station. The guys have tried to speak to her, and she's like, been like, no, and just try to keep walking. The next thing you know, chips and chickens hitting the back of her head. Do you get what I mean? It's like, man, them are moving crazy. Like you said, they've got no behavior. So expecting them to have behavior, it just seems kind of counterproductive to me.
Can I just say as well,
Yeah, please.
I just think that also it's, yes, I agree. Like you can't blame the victim and be like, you know, like, oh, women shouldn't wear short skirts because women are getting harassed. Do you know what I mean? It's like, you should be able to still wear the short skirt, right? So you should still be able to reject a guy without there being repercussions of getting boxed in the face. But I do think that something that we do need to be mindful of is the tone in which we respond to men. And this is like as a whole, you know.
I 100% agree with her.
Right? Sometimes we can, you know, snap back at a guy in such a way that, yes, in that moment, he feels shame. Therefore, because he feels shame, he's going to respond in a way that is going to be based on his anger from that shame, right? So I just think that there is a respectful way to reject a guy in a way that is not going to make him feel sick. You can actually even compliment the guy. You could be like, you know what? If I were single, you're a very attractive man. I'm actually really flattered that you've come and approached me. You know, I'm absolutely flattered, but I have to say, I have children at home and I have a husband at home. But if it wasn't for that, I would give you a chance. And I really wish you all the best. I really hope that you find something, like, in a respectful way. Do you know what I mean? Rather than, no, I'm not interested, or, you know, attitude. And then I've been out with friends, right? When I was
And their
young,
friends are always getting involved. There's always the fridge protecting the snacks. What's wrong with them?
a friend of mine, literally, a guy me, she went up in his face. She's like, she's not interested. Yeah, like pointed her finger in his face. And I was like, do you know what happened? That guy ended up in the club pulling a knife out. I'm not even joking. Right? And that is because she came up in his face. The guy got so angry, right? In like a drum and bass rave. This was years ago. I never forget. And everybody fled. Like, it was a madness. And I was just like, that was not necessary. Do you know what I mean? To approach the man in that way. I was handling it my way, but she had to come in and make it into a drama. And I do think that sometimes friends make it worse when there's a group of girls and they're just there dissing the man, treating him like he's a little dusty, and the guy is gonna retaliate.
Unbelievable. That is unbelievable. I can't even speak now. She said everything I wanted to say. I can't even say anything.
Wow, she silenced you, Jay.
Listen,
I can't believe you silenced Jay.
My head
No
was
way
spinning.
someone silenced
Till
Jay.
she says that everything just calmed down. My head was spinning. There's more to the story, and what she said is 100% correct. 100% correct. There's no way, like, I've never experienced this, and I've seen a lot of like people get rejected and all that, yeah. But there's always something that, like, I just don't think that there's certain guys that are just, there might be, but certain guys are tapped to the point where you go to draw a girl and the girl's like, no, I'm not interested. Next minute, he's there giving big David Hay punches and just start swinging out. I'm like, bro, I've never seen it. But what I'm trying to say is that for it to get to that level, something must have been exchanged. Something must have been said, or might be a cuss or this, or like she said, like the friends got involved and said, I'll move, man, you're lame, or whatever. Like, for that to happen, like, you can avoid it with manners. And you can avoid a lot of situations on how you deal with it. Now, the key thing that you said was these are youngers. Yeah. They was young. So how the youngers might deal with it might be a bit more aggressive on the rejection side. Like, nah, man, move, man. I don't want your number. You're lame. And start dissing my man or whatever the case may be. You see, like, if someone come up to that, us lot, our age group, like, how you would deal with Rio or Shiv or whatever, you'll be like, nah, do you know what? Like how you said, like, if things would look different, maybe I would have given you a chance, but it's not. And we can accept that. We will accept that. You know what? It's more of a light rejection instead of it being a harsh one. Do you understand what I'm saying? And we will just respect that. We'll say, do you know what? Big up to you in your relationship. Maybe next time. But the youngers, how they carry themselves and their mannerism now, yeah, I don't think that the girl just said, nah, I'm not interested. And my man's like, bang, bang, start swinging out. I'm like, how did that come from? Like, where did that stem from for you to do that? So what she said today, 100%. 100% you was right. It's the way you conduct yourself and how you approach and how you say something. And that's that.
But the question is, should a woman have to? Everyone has a right to say yes or no in whatever way they say yes or no, isn't it? Really and truly, like
there is, but every situation can be diluted.
Or you have to assess the situation. Assess.
Yeah, 100%.
How the person is,
if
it's going to come up to you, how he's talking to you, how he's going to approach you, how his mannerisms are, and then assess how you're going to answer that.
That's what I was going to say. Does it make a difference on the approach as well? Because
for sure, 100%.
And you know what? Also, sorry, I don't want to take the conversation, but like last night, I had a situation actually on the train, and I was quite scared.
You're gonna have to turn that down, not turn it off. Sorry.
Me?
The sky on the TV in the background.
Yeah, I'm moving from that room. But go on.
Or just mute your thing until you can hear it. Mute your mic until you're talking.
So I feel like you've got to, as a woman especially, like, and as a man, have your wits about you, right? Be streetwise, be aware of like reading the situation. When I'm out by myself, if I'm getting a train home late at night, I am reading everybody's carriage, yeah, believe me. And I'm weighing up the risk of who could potentially try to follow me home. It's happened so many times when I growing up in East Ham. The amount of times like 3 men will get off a train, try to follow me home, and I had to just while out and be like, right, I'm going in the police station. Like, so I'm on hyper alert when I'm out. But last night there was a guy sitting opposite me, and no word of a lie, he was sitting there just like talking to himself. But this type of anger that we're talking about when it comes to women, this was what was coming out of his mouth. He was going, pussy ain't power. Rare, 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 rare. You can't, like literally just switching. There was no woman there, but he was clearly angry. I don't know if someone had just rejected him or what, but I swear to God, this is what he was doing. He was sitting there and I'm thinking, this guy is schizo or something, you know, and I'm thinking, and he kept then start looking at me and his eyes are bloodshot red. And he kept looking at me. I just sort of smiled politely. After a while, more people came on, so he quieted down. But I knew how his mood was when I got on, and it was just me and him and like 2 other people. So by the time it was like 3 stops in, my friend was calling me, oh, what stop are you getting off? I'm not telling her what stop I'm getting off, right? I'm going to tell her, don't worry, I will tell you when I'm home. But I'm not announcing to the train what stop I'm, right, for anybody to follow me. So I got off just at the last minute as the doors were closing, and I went 3 carriages down, so I can make sure that I'm taking myself out of any particular situation where that train's empty again, and this guy might try to come talk to me, and I'm going to have to tell him no, and therefore it's going to be a drama. You know what I mean? So I think, again, as a woman, you've got to just read the situation. If you see a situation, just quickly take yourself away from it if you can. If you're on public transport or whatever, you know, wait for that next bus. If there's a guy who's been a bit weird, get off the next stop quickly. Like just sometimes, you know, you can avoid these situations by just being on the ball, you know?
You see, adding on to what you just said there, yeah, you see, like at that level, you're thinking, how am I going to protect myself and how am I going to control this environment and this situation? Because right now, you're in a vulnerable position. So you had to read the room and read where you are to see, do you know what, what's the best way that I can come out of this and not be hurt or harmed in the situation? You see, like, you're thinking of a protective kind of mentality. You see, like the younger these days, yeah, they wouldn't think that. They will think, I'm going to be aggressive. I need to show that I'm not scared of you. I need to show that I've got mouth. And you see what happens then? A young person will be like, retaliate. They wouldn't think.
But can you not hear me?
Yeah.
Go on.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, go on, Jay. Carry on. Can't hear
If you want me to send you some data, you hear me?
He's definitely using his 4G or 3G.
Bro, he's at home, bro. Why is he not using his Wi-Fi?
Yeah, and this. No, I'm not. I'm in a travel lodge.
Oh, why don't you use it?
shit,
You use,
crazy,
okay,
bro.
so you're using
Why
your
don't
own
you go to the
4G.
reception? Just stand with the guy at the bottom. Just see if he's the bit gets better.
Well, hold on, let me see if I can do something here.
Go on, Jay. Carry on what you're saying.
Yeah, see, like that our age group, we know how to conduct ourselves in the sense of like we know how to read the room, we know how to come out.
Some
people, yeah. I'm just saying the people that's around myself, the majority.
Yeah.
So, but you see, like a youngster nowadays, they don't think, oh, how am I going to get myself a situation? They're thinking, how am I going to fight back?
Oh gosh,
How
can you hear me now?
How am I going to say this? How am I going to make me not look dumb? And I need to show that I'm being more aggressive so he gets scared or she gets scared or whatever. And I think that's where they haven't been taught about how to protect yourself in environments and situations where you're more vulnerable than the other guy.
Don't get me wrong. I was thinking of ways that I might end up having to kill him in my head, right? If it gets to that, I'm thinking to myself, you know what? I think I even weigh more than you. Like, I could finish you, right? I'm literally thinking that.
But I think it as well. You know what I think as well? I think like I see a lot of the man them, they have undiagnosed illnesses as well.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of men that really and truly should either be in mental homes or get therapy and stuff like that that just don't have
both genders.
But what is that? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
What I was going to say, the story that he was telling is a prime example, and the reality is, if like this is the point I'm making, if you don't, you said when more people came onto the train, he quietened down and whatever. If you encounter that man, before he, let's say, had the conversation with that girl or whoever he's talking about, pussy empowered and screaming and carrying on, if he's just walking down the street normally, he's still that same guy in the carriage that's doing a madness. Now, when he approaches you, like calmly, talking about, oh, you're right, babes, like one type thing. You're like, oh no, you know, I've got a man at home and you know, I've got kids at home. So what? So why are you even talking to me? Do you know what I mean? And now he's switching because he's not. He's saying like certain men are not balanced, and they don't. And so the point I'm making is like, it's not fair, and at all. I don't like. Do you know what I mean? But that's the advice that I give to. Like my sister.
I would say on the flip side of that though is a lot of when you talk to a lot of women, or a lot of them will always say men are meant to approach women. Do you get it? A lot of women always say, yeah, you're meant to, even if I say no. Because a lot of like back in the day when man used to talk to a lot of women, a lot of girls, they'll be like, yeah, I said no, but I still wanted you to carry on to see if you were serious and to see. That's what they say. So I don't know, like, what's the flip side of that? Because if women say no, but you're meant to carry on trying it with them, they want you to pursue them, innit? That's what the thing is. Keep pursuing women. Like that's kind of what the mentality is and what it's meant to be. That's the ethos of women.
It's more like an ego boost, I think.
No, but women always say, "Oh, you're meant to continue to pursue me." That's what they say. A lot of women that are with their partners,
they know the first time, and then when you come back again or you try something, then it's
a lot of women are with their partners now. It's because the man continued and pursued, innit? A lot of them said no to their partners first and then carried on. They didn't say yes straight away.
But you have to assess the situation, though. It might be like a playful, like flirtation with somebody. That you're having a playful banter with someone, and you know, okay, there's an interest there, but right now I'm kind of focusing on something else. You would judge that at that moment. But if they're not interested, you would know a woman's not interested. Be like,
no, but women are not interested because they say no. Women are not. I don't think.
No, but you can feel it though. You could, if you can't sense if a woman is not interested, then it's kind of on
you.
Yeah,
but I think that's then now we're moving the goalpost and saying that a man should be able to deduce what the woman really means when she says no. Like
no,
I thought no meant no. Do you get what I'm saying?
Deduce it, but you should know, right? If you approach a woman, whether she's interested or not.
Yeah, but I think that's.
How do you know?
I get what you're saying, and you made eye contact or whatever, but you're now asking a man to do, like, to read between the lines that might not be there. So what happens if you thought that the look was how it was supposed to be?
Yeah,
And so
exactly.
you,
Okay,
but really,
okay.
she was looking at what's he looking at before or
Yes,
not?
okay, so a woman's
You get what I'm
looking at
saying?
you, right? A woman's looking at you, and then in a
She
bar,
want me.
no, but hold it, and she not with that bonnet, and she
Facts.
approaches you, right?
Hey, FC's married. FC's
I know it's
married.
married, yeah. So she approaches you, yeah. A woman approaches you because like you thought, no, you approach her because you thought she looked at you, but you
Yeah.
talk to her, but like she's polite, but can I get your number? She goes, nah, like you can't get my number. She's saying no, bro. There's no reading between the line. He just told you
Once
no.
you say no, he's no, innit? Like,
It's
Yeah, but
no.
what?
That's a different point. Like obviously, if a woman says no, us as man are meant to say, okay, fine, no worries, and move on. But certain women will say, oh, because I said no, that doesn't mean that I didn't want you to continue.
So don't say no, then, innit? Say yes.
But this is the point that
Stop
I'm
wasting
making.
my
This is the
time.
point.
Stop wasting my time. Stop playing
That's
these
the point, man.
games. I'm honest.
That's the point.
But
We're
see
making.
the switch.
I ain't switching.
I'm playing.
See?
But I'm saying, but this is the point I'm saying is like D's right in what he's saying, but I feel like that maybe comes after not in an initial interaction. I think if an initial interaction happens with a woman that you think was looking at you or that you tried to approach, she says no, I think that means no. I think in the sense where maybe you're speaking to someone like as a friend maybe already, and then you try to like evolve the relationship, and she's like, oh, I'm not sure, like, we're just brethrens. That's like,
But that's what I mean by
maybe she's not. Do you know what I mean? I think in that instance, yeah, but I think initially there's no reason for her to say no, she doesn't know you. It means that she's not interested. If she says yes, or like, you know what I mean? You can't have my number, but take my Snapchat, take my Instagram. That means that you want me to have some sort of insight, but maybe not to be able to call you directly.
I feel it's the opposite of that. I feel like it depends on the approach and the environment. Like a lot of the time, it's alcohol and fueled, innit? So a lot of the time, you might be in an environment where it's like a rave, for example, and a woman might not want to have that conversation there and then. But if you also approach a woman in the middle of the night when you're driving, it's more of a safety thing. Not saying that you're not like they're not interested, but it's more of I don't really need to be talking to this random person at this time at this place. But I feel like the whole courting thing. If a woman wants to speak to you, how's a man supposed to know whether it's yes or no? Because not everyone is always going to just say yes and give you their number. How is a man?
But you build up a conversation with that person for you to know when it's right to shoot.
But women have to let you know, innit? Like how are you meant to know?
Yeah,
if you're still conversing after if you're
on.
still conversing with someone after say about a couple of minutes, you will know that that woman is interested. Hi, Baba.
Hello.
Shy.
Yeah, so go on, man.
I'm saying if a woman's conversing with you after a certain length of time, you will know she's interested in you within
20 minutes.
I agree with that.
No, even less than within like as soon as a man approaches a woman who they're not interested in, by the time you say hello or how are you, the woman's trying to cut you off already. If she's still speaking to you after a couple of minutes, that's even up to 1 minute or 2-3 minutes, you know she's interested in you.
So you don't want a man.
You don't want a man to continue afterwards.
You don't want a man to continue to try them. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. If I'm not feeling if I'm walking up, someone's walking up to me and I can think, no. I'm just being no. After a while, but before I even get to them, I'm like, go away. In my head, I'm like, no, you're not for me. Go away. And by the time you're saying hello, how are you okay? You're ready to shut that down, cut it off, or keep carrying walking. As you said, respectfully. But if I'm engaging in the conversation, if it's asking me your name, what you do, basics, how's your night, where you're going, by then.
You're answering it.
And you're answering, and then there's a conversation, it's flowing. You know the woman's interested in you.
Yeah, but why does that? But I agree somewhat. But my thing is, what happens if someone's polite and they're just entertaining the conversation because they want to have a conversation, but there's not actually a relationship interest in there? Like a man can misread that as well. Like it's like it doesn't necessarily just because we're talking. I don't assume that you like me because we're having a conversation, especially if it's a basic conversation like how are you, what's your name, how do you go?
At first they could like you, and then just say for you what you said about getting a Snapchat or number and stuff like that, and then we're in conversing more. We're talking for up to a couple of weeks. Then
now
the woman knows. No, the woman knows after a while. You know what? He's a nice guy, lovely, but I'm not feeling him. I see him more as a friend. They will communicate and still communicate with you, but then say, you know what?
It's a friend's only.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or if you know after a while, like there's no dates there, or she's not initiating anything, you can pick up from that. You know what, this
She
doesn't
hasn't
really
asked you to go out or vibe. You will know from
Yeah,
that.
you will know from then. If this is strictly talking, you ain't gone out. There's no community and plans made or anything made.
There's
You will
no
know.
substance. There's
Yeah.
no
Yeah,
substance.
but that's down the line. That's down the line, though.
No messages.
Yeah, but then you were saying that. But at first, if a woman
I'm
likes
saying
you,
like
and then
that initial conversation, like you can't tell too much from it.
no, but
Like
she might think from the beginning that he's a nice guy. I
I
want
could
to
tell.
try and have that conversation. I want to try and
You,
converse and see
you
where
can
this is
tell,
going.
yeah,
So
if
it's
the
just
girl
thinking.
or the guy's interested in you from the get go of meeting.
yeah, but
You can
I think
tell
that
how
depends on what you're doing. Like if I come up and I'm moving in a certain way, like physical touch, like the way my eyes are moving, like what I'm doing, like my like how I'm presenting myself, like she'll know he's interested in me. Like he's trying, not just a normal, like networking is a thing. Do you get what I mean?
I don't agree with the whole physical touch straight away from
No,
the
but I mean, like, if I shake your hand and I hold it for that extra 2 seconds or whatever, do you know what I mean? And it's like, little bits and pieces that you can do that will let the girl know that, I think he's feeling me. More so than, hi, how are you? What's your name? What are you up to? Like, that's normal.
Oh, can you guys tell, do you think, when a woman actually is flirting with you?
Say that again.
Can you actually tell when a woman is like flirting with
Yes, but I think some women are flirtatious anyway. And it doesn't mean that's just how they are. And it doesn't mean they don't like you. That's just how their personalities are. That's how they
flirt with you
move.
for different reasons. Some people might want to flirt with you because they want to see something grow, or some people just flirt just because of the night, or they want to drink, or they want to lift home.
Yeah, because I know women that will go on dates with guys that they're not interested in.
I know women that will go dates with guys because they ain't got shopping in their house, so they need someone to feed them.
Yeah, I know a lot of women that
I know there's women that do benefits. There's women that do benefits for certain things. I know certain women that will go on dates with a guy and they want to have that type of relationship with that person. They want to grow.
I know on the flip side of that, I know a lot of women that are talking to a few men at the same time and are not interested in 90% of them.
So what are they?
Yeah, their bills need to be paid. Like school.
That's the point we're making. How is a man supposed to? Like,
nah, you know if you've been taken for a fool, or you've been taken for an idiot like that.
But how?
Some people will know. Not everyone can.
Maybe
Like.
Exactly.
Maybe the time that she keeps messaging you, popping up. If she's popping up every other couple of weeks,
What, dinner time?
then you'll know that
after 8.
Hope if it's popping up at the end of the month, then you know what I mean.
Like the ones like when you message them for morning, but they don't get back to you to the evening. How does that make sense? It doesn't. Everyone's got their phone on them. It doesn't make sense. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, but that's the whole game playing thing of you're meant to chase a woman, isn't it? That's like you can't say because a woman.
10 hours. I'm not doing that. I'm not
gonna lie. My WhatsApp just don't notify. So certain times people message me like 2 days later.
You're there active, but when I'm not with you, I'm waiting hours.
Thank you, Jerome.
How does that make sense? It doesn't make sense. It don't make sense. Like you just.
That shows you. But if a woman does that to you, that shows you she's not interested.
Exactly. You know what you do? Block.
Yeah.
No, see, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. No, I don't think if a woman don't respond to you straight away, she ain't interested.
Bro, she's not interested, bro. If a woman likes you, right? Unless listen, everybody works, everyone's busy, but like a lot of people nowadays have their phones in their hand.
All the time.
If a woman really likes you, yeah, she won't wait for a whole day for her to get back to you. Like she might be on a lunch break.
I don't know about that, man.
I don't necessarily think that's true.
You message her in the morning. If you message her in the morning, good morning, and she messages you the next day, oh, sorry.
No, but okay. So then that means
that's wild. That's wild. This
hard to get thing's a real thing, isn't it?
Nah,
that could backfire.
Thank you for an idiot.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm like that because I don't like texting. So
okay.
Like to have a phone call with somebody. Like the texting thing, I get so distracted from it and I get so bored of it very quickly.
But you can tell them that though, Siobhan. If a guy likes you,
she's not gonna say to them, "Oh, I don't like texting."
Not. You can say, "Listen, I've not really." But you can message them saying, "Hold on. You can message them saying, look, I don't really like texting, but maybe you can call me tonight at 7.
Exactly.
Yeah, but she also doesn't. She also might not say that.
Because she's not interested. If she was interested, she would give you the information.
Imagine this now.
Interested, she will give you the information to get to her. She's not gonna just leave you blind.
Imagine this, Imagine this now, yeah. You've met a girl, whatever the case may be, and you call her every morning, and she never calls you.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You're assuming that.
Would you say that she's interested in you?
But what I'm
Like,
saying is
you're the only person that communicates.
you're giving a scenario based on the fact that everyone is doing the same thing.
No,
Like,
I'm just saying that scenario.
Yeah, but
that
I'm
one
saying
there.
if I message someone, for example, and they don't get back to me for a little while because they're at work or something like that, they haven't got back. Then they get back to me later down, and then I don't get back to them for a while. And then I get back to them, and then the conversation is once every few days because we're just having it
you
like
still
that.
playing mind games.
Yeah, that's silly game.
I know,
but exactly. So then it's not. She's not interested. Do you get what I mean? I think that's the point he's making. It's like it could be. It's more than just. Do you know what I mean?
Okay, but you're talking about maybe when we're young, maybe 20-year-olds. But when you're our age, bro, and you meet a woman similar age, and you're talking to a woman, she don't have time to be playing silly games. I'm gonna wait a whole day.
No, but you're giving them too much credit. Like you're saying, you're giving way too much credit. You're saying a woman ain't got time to be playing silly games because you think that they're at a certain age and everyone's just mature and we ain't got time. It don't work like that.
You don't think so, bro?
No, I don't think so. No.
I don't think so either. I can't lie. I know
so.
a plenty older women that just immature. Bro.
I just don't think if a woman don't if you message a woman, if she's not interested, she's not gonna really like message you back.
She's not gonna put out there.
Yeah, she's not gonna. She's gonna be like, you look at your phone like we do. Like you might look at your phone, you know, if someone like is after you for something like you don't really want to chat to them, you're not gonna answer them straight away.
Yeah, but it's easy to say. It's easy to say that every woman is gonna say, "Yeah, of course I would." Why? How comes then women don't do it first then if they're interested in the guy? Because that would make it easier, innit? It'll make it easier.
They've had this mentality that men chase for them. You have to chase.
That's the point I'm making. That's the point I'm making. The mentality of men are meant to chase women, and women.
We can't hear you. We can't hear you.
No, we can't hear you. No.
You got to borrow from.
No, don't do that. I've been clean for a minute now. I've been clean. I've been clean.
She's like, you work, she don't. She does, you do. Like
they might be in the same place. Who knows, man? Borrowing each other's Wi-Fi, man.
The Travelodge might be next door to us or something.
Say that again.
Are you all right?
Yeah, we can just about hear you. Yeah.
Oh,
go on.
I've lost my track of thought now. I can't think. Yeah, go back to what you were saying.
No, we're just saying like women being interested. I just feel like if a woman likes a man, like she'll make it known. She'll make it known.
Yeah, but how?
What do you mean? If you message her, she'll message you straight.
Yeah, but you're talking for women.
I don't think straight away. I don't necessarily think because as I say, I think it's not always about playing games. It is just because we've all got so much going on in our phones that sometimes it is hard just to keep on top of that type of communication. That's what I feel. No, so much.
But you don't like texting, yeah? You said that.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
We have our phones in our hands 24. Like
but you keep talking for the woman. This is what I'm saying.
No. But I'm just talking for myself. I'm just saying. I have my phone.
You have your phone in your hand 24/7. So if I message you, you should message back.
If I see your message, no, I'm just saying if I see the message.
But
if I'm working, I'm not gonna have my phone on me.
Yeah, but I'm saying for example, if somebody messages Siobhan and she's in a position where she wants to talk to them, but she hasn't got back to it for 10 hours because she's busy and she's at work, you're then saying you would not. That's what I'm saying. So Jerome's saying you should message back straight away. 10 hours later, he would say
if you should message back when you see the message back.
But what I'm saying is,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but that when you see the message and message back might be 10 hours later. You're then saying,
why are you not going to have your phone for 10 hours, bro?
No, but hear what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is my WhatsApp, because I get so many WhatsApp, like there's so many groups, my WhatsApp notifications aren't on. If you WhatsApp me, it might take 2 days for me to get back to you because I'm not. You have to call.
Okay, forget about WhatsApp.
But that means that you.
Yeah, but that's instant messaging. That's what everybody uses.
But you purposely put that
Instagram as well.
Settings, you put that in there though.
Yeah, because it bothers me. It goes off too much. Bang, 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 bang. Cool. I can't do it.
So what I'm trying to say is that if someone owed you money or you have to get paid, you make sure you reply back to that message.
Yeah, but that is.
I don't see it.
And what you're actually focused on, you make sure you reply to it.
Yeah, but everyone's priority.
That's the point.
That's what I'm saying. So if you've met someone new and you like that person, I guarantee you will be showing them interest from the get-go. You will not miss the opportunity that, do you know what? I'm not going to reply back to them because your missed opportunities is obviously missing certain things.
Yeah, but it's not me saying that I don't want to reply back to them. It's the actual settings of the app. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? If my messages aren't switched on,
that's what the person that controls that settings is you.
Exactly. But I'm based off of one person, me liking one person. I'm not going to change my whole life
No,
to
but
be my whole
WhatsApp.
phone going off every 2
Ask them
minutes.
to send you a text.
Exactly. That's communication. Just saying, look,
Yeah.
I don't that much. Text me.
Yeah, text me.
If you're
Call
too
me.
busy for another person, don't take their number down. Simple as that. Simple as that.
And
Because
I
at
agree
the
with
end of the
Jay.
day,
I
I
agree
agree
with
with
Jay.
Jay,
If you're too
definitely
busy,
agree with
I
Jay.
definitely agree with him. If
if you're saying to me that
show
you
interest.
are so
But
busy
what was
that you can't message me in 10 hours, babe, give me my digits back. Give me all
That's
my numbers back because it's terrible what you've done. All I know is that if
shit
I've
is
met
terrible, you
someone,
know.
if I've met someone, like, and we're involved, and it's new, it's like, you know, that you meeting someone that you find that person
Excitement.
attractive.
Yeah.
It's gas. You're gassing. You're messaging morning, night, sending emojis, doing all this
That's
stuff.
never been
Like,
me
it's
though.
active,
Can't
isn't it?
lie.
You're keeping that buzz going. So you're telling me that I like you. We've exchanged numbers, but it takes me a day to reply back. Impossible.
Yeah, because
I don't
man,
like you. Me, you're not
but
talking
look,
to me.
yeah,
Yeah,
look, yeah.
But you're
For
saying
instance,
everyone
yeah.
approaches the
For
same. That's
instance,
what I'm saying.
I'm in. Let's say when man's really traveling, yeah. It might be 4 hours difference. You might message me and I might be on a plane in 20 minutes. And then it's a 4-hour flight and it's 5 hours difference when I get there. It's tomorrow for you.
Mhm.
And it's like, it's not that I'm not interested. And then it's like, when I message you, I'm about to do sound check now.
You know what?
And so it's like, oh,
but
yo,
that's a
by the
valid
way,
reason. You have a valid reason for
but that's
your
what I'm saying.
absence.
There is a valid we're talking about the time frame, not the reason.
No,
So you're saying if someone doesn't
saying is
message
you're
back in
talking
10 hours, they're
about being
not
in another
interested.
country. You're
That's
talking about being in another time.
yeah, but
you're talking about that.
hear what I'm saying. Hear what I'm saying is what the conversation is if someone doesn't message you in 10 hours, they're not interested. And I'm saying that's not true because there can be a number of different reasons why they haven't got back to you. Everyone's
but your
phone might
reason
not
is
be
like
in their
1 in a
hand.
million, though. Your reason is
They
1 in a
could,
million. You travel. Not many people are on the plane and be like, okay, we're gonna go in a
Yeah.
different country and it's the next day. Not
Yeah,
many
but you
people.
can't.
Like,
You
man,
can't.
play
yeah,
that
but what I'm
with
saying is
you.
that it's
That's
valid.
neither
Though.
here. That's
I'm
neither here
still
nor there.
interested, but I
Yeah.
can't get back to you all the time.
It not all the-
For me, I'm not being funny. If it takes 2-3 days to get a response out of you, nah, because what's the point? So when
2-3
we meeting then?
days.
Good things come to those who wait. That's Mike.
I'm not even giving you 1 day.
Patience is a
No,
I
virtue.
think Siobhan's
Wherever
trying to say
wherever
something
wherever
before
you want to go.
she's trying to say.
not 3
Siobhan,
days.
what were you trying? Get your thoughts out, Siobhan.
Sorry, no. All I'm saying is it's different as if a one-off and there's some certain circumstances at a time, but it's about whether you're consistently like that. So if you're consistently bad at communicating, consistently slow at replying, then yeah, that's like rude and it shows a lack of interest. So I think everyone can be let off once or twice, but it's how consistent those actions are that makes a difference.
Do you know
But
what the worst
doesn't
thing is?
okay?
Imagine you had a conversation with that person. So how are your days? Like, how's things going? They say, oh yeah, spoke to my mom, spoke to my manager. So hold on, you're telling me I'm waiting for 10 hours and you spoke to all these people and I don't get a response.
I don't
does
see
that
it like
make
that.
sense?
I
And the
don't see
worst
it like
one as
that.
well, yeah, if she's posting on Instagram.
Oh my God.
Snapchat.
Oh
That's
my God.
sexy.
Don't answer
That's
your
sexy.
message. Post on Instagram and bro,
How do
can
you
you
post on
imagine?
Instagram?
I
Oh,
can't
and they say,
imagine.
oh,
I
my
don't know what you
notifications on
man's
my
go through.
WhatsApp
I
is not
can't
on.
imagine it.
Yeah, but that's the entitlement. That's the entitlement.
Online, it says online, but no one's messaging.
That's the entitlement. That's the entitlement thing, isn't it? Of feeling like the person has to respond to you no matter what. That's that feeling, isn't it? Like no one has to respond to you. Like
That's
even
the
if
whole
they,
point of being interested, though. D.
Thank you.
what do you mean?
So what's the point
That's
of taking my number if you're
that's
not
the
going to
point of being
respond?
interested. If you
But
feel
why
something
can't, as a man, why can't I do things the way I want to do them though?
Why
Yeah,
take my
like,
number down if
You
you're not going to
can.
respond?
Yeah,
Why
but
you can't do
because
what
I
you
wanted
do?
the number, like, but I'm gonna message you when I'm ready.
When I'm
Yeah,
ready,
you
like,
can. But then
Who are
I'm
you?
not gonna wait around for
Me,
you to message.
Don't do
I'm
that.
me.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. No, that's rude. That's rude.
No, but why
I'll
though?
send so much
If a
vibe
man's
to your
supposed to
phone.
lead and a
So
man's supposed
rude.
to be
So
the
rude.
head and a man's supposed to take charge, then why do I have to pander to what it is that you desire?
Because it's manners. It's manners.
But why is it? But how though? Manners is also allowing me my space to do what I need to do. You know,
That's
No, you
manners
privacy.
is
can.
also
You know,
me
yeah.
being a.
That's
Well, no.
Then
privacy.
you're
It's
not
manners
interested,
and
bro.
privacy. That's still rude.
You
No,
obviously.
but I
you're
am interested. I'm telling you, I'm interested. But obviously, it's on my
Yeah, but
time.
you snooze, you lose.
But
There's
how
bare
are you
people-
interested if
I'm
it's
not
taking
waiting.
a
I'm not
whole
waiting
day
around.
to
snooze,
get
you
back to
lose. If
But
you're
why
interested
do
in
I
that
lose
person,
though?
but you're playing,
Because
oh
they're
yeah,
gonna
yeah,
wait
I'm
around for
interested.
you.
Yeah, but then don't wait then.
That's my point.
Well,
They
wait.
won't wait.
Yeah, exactly.
Because
But
they're
that's
not
what I'm saying is that's
Get
how
your
I
digits back.
am. That's how I'm
Okay, well
moving.
then-
So if I'm not right for you, I'm not right for you.
Take
So
your
I
data
like you,
back.
but it's
Take
not
your
going to work
data back.
because
Take
how I
everything
am
back.
just isn't. You can't handle. Simple as
Take all
that.
back.
Yeah, and that's my point. So when you get to know someone, and then
Sorry,
that's
someone.
your
I can't hear you. Sorry, the talk thing again.
The way that you're saying you don't want to compromise in a situation with someone, like everything has to be on your terms. That's how it comes across.
Yeah.
Not everything, but this thing in particular. There's other things that I can
You know what,
compromise
Bess,
on.
if you were single, yeah, Siobhan will find it very hard to find someone for you because you're difficult.
No, there'll be people there's the people out there.
Not many.
There's people out there. But maybe listen, maybe
How many billion? There's 4 billion
not
women
many.
or 5 billion women
Maybe
in
my
this world.
pool's small, but my pool's still my pool. You get me?
It's a
So,
puddle.
bro, you might break your neck if you dive in that pool. There's not
It's
much.
a
But bro,
puddle.
listen, that one that I do find, or the two or whoever many is in the pool, they're for me. I want somebody that's for me, not somebody
That person don't have a phone. They only can reply back to you for a phone box. That person don't have a phone.
But that works for me because my
So
phone's
they'll
not
go to a payphone to call you. They need a
that's
pager.
amazing.
Their
Amazing. I
5-day
love it.
pass has run out. It's gone.
Woman,
Beautiful. I don't want to speak to you every day.
it requires good communication. So if you're saying, for example, that you're not able to apply for 10 hours, that's fine. But I think what a woman wants is you to say, hey, babe, just letting you know, I'm about to take this flight. I'm not going to be back on land until
That's
this
light.
time.
That's light, of course. But then I'm saying babe,
understandable.
I'm just about to do my thing. It's going to be about 3 days. So, yeah, let me holler at you on Wednesday.
Well,
If you
no.
explain it to them.
Well, so exactly. So no, it's not communication. It's based off of what you. It's not about communicating what it is. It's about how do I feel.
It's about their time, isn't it?
Yeah.
woman is a fool.
Your time's
That
good
woman's a
enough
fool
as
for
long as
that.
it's
That
only
woman's a fool for
3
that.
hours.
That
F's
woman's
is
a
right.
fool.
F's is right.
All I know is, for a fact, yeah, I know if you draw some girl and you said to her, I'm just going to let you know from now, for me to respond, it will be in about 10 hours or maybe a couple of days for me to respond to any of your messages that you send to me. I guarantee you will not get her number.
He just said that to Siobhan, and Siobhan said, no, it's 3 days is not good enough. He just said that. He just said,
1 day's not good enough. I don't understand. It don't
Exactly.
make sense. I don't understand how...
It's devil's advocate. The point I'm making is it isn't about communication at the time. It's based off of what the woman deems is acceptable. Is acceptable time frame is because if I say to you, it's literally gonna be 2 days. That's too long. I'm not happy with that. Then it's like, okay, cool, but it's going to be 2 days. I don't chat to me then. But that's not my fault. It's going to be 2 days. If that 10 hours,
2 days.
no, but I'm using 2 days as an example. I'm saying somebody else would say, it's going to be 4 hours. You haven't got back to me in 4 hours. Why haven't you got back to me? Like, you know what I mean? I can't get back to you for at least 4 hours because I'm doing something. Well, 4 hours is too long.
That's
I
fine
need to
because
speak to
you're
you.
communicating that. That's fine.
Yeah, but when I communicated 2 days, it wasn't fine. So what I'm saying is not about the communication. It's about the time.
It is because
it's not.
Right?
It's not.
So 3 days then? You said no.
Hold on, let her finish her.
Sorry, go on.
Right, so you're saying if someone gets highly anxious because you haven't replied to them in 2 hours, okay, that's not reasonable. For you to say, I cannot make any contact with you for 3 days because I'm doing a bit of traveling is also not reasonable because in between that time, there is a window of time that you can have a quick...
But says who? Says who?
Yeah, why are you deciding?
Why is there a window of time? I'm going to Australia and the flight got delayed and my battery died.
And you're not number one priority right now. I've
got youths. What is this?
You just kind of got a bag of excuses.
I want to talk to you in 3 days. I want to talk to you in 3 days. Like, what's going on?
I don't want to talk to you in 3 days.
Man's got but
yeah. So then that's.
I've got stuff to do. I want to talk to you in 3 days' time.
But you know what, though? I feel like if you both know that at the beginning, then you both know you're not for each other. If you have to wait 3 days, and you know you're gonna have your phone with you, and you can't contact the person you like, right? Then you know you're not for each other. You can't tell me, you got to wait 3 days. If you see my message, send me a message.
Yeah, we're talking about seeing a message and responding. We're talking about communicating the length of time that it's going to take to do the thing.
Okay, so if you tell me, I'm away for 3 days, I'll shout you when I get back.
That's fine.
Okay, cool. Especially at the beginning. Yeah. Right, cool.
Is that fine then?
Yeah, if that's at the beginning, yeah. Is at the beginning, cool.
No, but if you keep talking for the woman.
I'm talking for everybody.
But you can't talk for everyone. You got to talk the women. If I say to Siobhan, I can't talk to you for 3 days, she said that's not acceptable. I say to Rio, I can't talk to you for 3 days. She said that is acceptable. It's two different things. You said it's not.
Depends
I said this.
Circumstantial, basically.
Yeah, so if you're going away, if you've communicated with me that you're going away for a week, whatever, I'll holler at you when you get back. Fine.
So what if I'm not going away and I'm just in a headspace right now and I just need a couple of days?
But what it sounds like, how you were explaining it, as though that's what
you're
not just a girl that last night. That's the difference.
I just don't understand that behavior.
Say that again. Sorry, Sharon. Say that again.
I said the way that you're explaining it to me, it sounded like that's how you'd be in a relationship, not on the basis of someone you just met last night. They're two different situations.
I think in a relationship it's different because obviously you've built something and there's an understanding potentially of how each individual works. But my thing is, if we're talking about just meeting someone, and if I've just met someone, let's say per se, and we've exchanged numbers and what you know what I mean, we're understanding about each other, we're learning about each other. She's understanding what I do, I'm understanding what she does, and it's like I work nights and you work days. I'm sleeping during the day or whatever. Let's say for instance, and it's like I'm now communicating that obviously it's going to be a while before I get back to you. So I mean, I'm saying it's not that I don't like you. It's not that anything, but obviously just the way my life's set up, it's going to be like it's sometimes a day, sometimes 2 days between the messages,
Right.
and I'm explaining that. And man, say that you're not interested, or you can't do that, or whatever. Like for me, it's like cool. Then this is pointless because that is how it is.
I'm just thinking like Usher.
There's always a window for you to reply. There's always a window for you.
Yeah, but I might not always make that window.
You better open
Like
the window.
now, for instance, perfect example. I've been on here since 11. I've just looked out the window. Everyone's getting on the bus. So I'm 2 minutes late.
He must have said he must have bought a 1 hour like Wi-Fi package. I don't know, because he just cut off.
Yeah, but I get what FC's saying, because you're basically assuming that everyone's priority is this girl at this time. That's not a lot of the man's priority. But at the time we see you, we like you, we want to try something. But it doesn't mean you're my ultimate priority in my life.
No one said that. I'm just saying
wow.
that if you meet someone.
You get what I'm saying?
The reason is I don't agree with that, yeah, because if you meet someone, you're single, you meet someone, you like that person, right? And you've been talking for an hour, 2 hours at that night. You like that person, you exchange numbers. You'd be like, okay, I want to, let me see you again. I'm talking from my point of view. I want to see you again, as soon as possible. When can I see you? You exchange numbers. If I text that person and they take 3 days to message back, they're not interested. Numbers believe
They're not interested. They're not interested. Especially if you see them, they're very active on other socials that you see them on. They are not interested.
I mean, you're saying, okay, I might not be, you're not priority right now. Yeah, I get that. You're working, you're trying to do things. But if you like that person, you're excited to hear from them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But that's in an ideal world, though, bro. Like a lot of men will call you and do their thing. Like a lot of men, if they ring you and you're not available, they'll just say, I ain't got time for this. Like on the flip side, the same way a woman thinks, oh yeah, if he takes too long or whatever, or his approach, they're not interested. It's the same way for man. Then if we chat to you and then you give us a number, then we ring you or we shout you don't get back to us in the time frame that we deem like good enough, then we'll just say, well, I don't care about this girl.
No, but there's a time frame where it's cool to acceptable, and there's a time frame that you're just taking the piss. Now, I'm just saying that if I've messaged you, say like, I don't know, like 10 o'clock in the morning, I've said morning, whatever, and you've got back to me, say like 1 o'clock, I'm not going to get upset because I think, oh, do you know what? Lunch break time, cool. In your lunch break, you're going to say, oh, Jay, sorry, like I didn't say morning, I was rushing off my feet this morning. No problem, babe. At least you've messaged in your lunch break. You thought about it, cool. But you're telling me that I've messaged you 10 a.m. and the next day you're messaging me morning from the morning previous.
It's a madness.
But man are making the women have way too much.
And then I see you on socials, you're there saying, oh, look at this Costa coffee and all this kind of stuff. And you're on...
It's never that deep, fam. A woman can say, oh, she's not interested right now. It's not that deep. I might be just calling her or having conversations just because I can.
Don't give me your digits if you're not interested. If you're not going to put the work in, don't give me your number.
But who are you talking about? Are you talking about for the man or are you talking about from the woman's point of view?
Both. I'm just saying, like, remember,
it doesn't work. It's different though.
Remember, it doesn't work
if
both people don't make an effort. It doesn't work if both people don't make an effort.
It's about someone making an effort. Either way, either sex, it's just about someone making an effort.
No, it's different because what a woman's effort is different to a man's effort.
Explain.
It's different. If a woman rings you, like for example, if a woman rings you like every day or messages you all the time, good morning and stuff, you know she likes you. If a man rings you and or messages you,
day.
Say that again.
What woman is ringing a man every day?
That's the point I'm making. But there are men that will ring the woman.
There's women that do that. There's women that do that.
Really? No, I could never.
Yeah, you could never.
See, if you're in a relationship or you're dating someone or whatever, I think you will make that effort to do that.
Oh, you're not in a relationship or you are?
No, just like you someone trying to get something going. Like,
no, he asked you, are you in a relationship?
Oh, in a relationship.
Sorry,
Yeah, but
to put your business out there. I'm just trying to ask.
No,
you a
he's
question.
asking you, are you
Oh,
in
she
one?
is in a relationship. Yes.
Yeah, so obviously for you to get to that point, you've made that effort to be in that relationship wherever you are at this present moment. So before that, when you was on that dating scheme, you was making an effort, calling, phone calls, texting, whatever.
not really. I always sort of
Was
let the
you
man.
pen pal?
I don't even agree with what I'm saying, but I see everyone's saying the same thing. But like, you have to. Yeah, but someone has to say something else. Otherwise it's just-
Is that F?
Does he
Yeah,
know?
but I'm muting his mic because I don't know what he's doing. Oh, there
Yeah,
he is. But one
F,
sec.
get on the
to the
bus.
van and then I'm coming back. So give me like 2 secs. Is that
Yeah.
all right? Or could I have to do it right now?
Oh, that is.
But yeah, I'm coming back like 2 seconds, literally.
Yeah.
All right.
Go on, Ree. What do you think, Ree?
I just think
I'll mute his mic one sec.
I'm with Jerome, and I'm with Jerome and is basically for women. If a woman likes you, she would put in effort, and if a man likes you, they will put in effort.
Oh, see, I don't
It
think
would work
so.
both ways. It would work both ways because you're knowing each person's communication, how you both like to communicate. Siobhan says she likes calling. She likes people to call her.
Mm.
I like conversations as well because you can engage much more from someone when you converse with them instead of texting. You can
Yeah,
misinterpret the way someone texts or WhatsApp.
Yeah, 100%.
So
Yeah,
I like
translation with text.
yeah. So I will text first. Then after a while, I'm like, can we move this on to talking? And after a couple of days, you would want to meet.
100%.
So and if you're both putting the same amount of effort in, then you know each person will like each other.
Yeah.
Imagine you're making an effort to someone that doesn't want, that's not interested in you. You're not going to continue doing it. You'll be like, this is not for me. Like you just keep on texting, ringing, I don't know, maybe gifts or whatever the case may be or whatever. If you keep doing that, that's just like indirect rejection in a way. And you're thinking,
You've got
what
low
am I doing?
self-esteem. You keep pushing for something, knowing that the person's not interested in you.
Yeah, like the key's not working. The key's not working in her lock. It's not working. It's not just go.
But that's your job. Your job is to open that lock.
Yeah, but
It's not working. I'm telling you, the person is changing the lock
Do
all
you know
the
how many
time.
man?
It's
Do you know
not
how many man?
working.
Do you know how many man I've got women that at the beginning they couldn't get? Do you know how many times?
You know what that is? You know what that is, D? That's because she couldn't get the person she really wanted.
That's
she
even
couldn't
then.
get that person.
That's persistence.
That's wearing me down.
She couldn't get the person she wanted. You know what I mean? The person she was texting daily.
Stories I've heard about women saying, "Oh yeah, at the beginning he had to chase me for a year and all stuff like that." You know how many times that's happened?
No, don't take that lie as gospel. The woman is talking about.
That's real life, bro. Every woman's not gonna be like, "Oh yeah, straight away, yeah, I'm definitely just gonna show him I'm interested in him."
Bro,
Was sitting on the sub bench for a long time. That's what he was doing.
That's what it is. The woman's interested in someone that's not interested in her, so she takes you as the number two. Oh yeah, the door's open.
Yeah, but you're going on like women are always a certain man's priority. That's what I'm saying. You lot are saying you lot are always making it out like the woman who is the man's priority. Man's priority is money. It's not girls.
I'm not saying that. But I'm saying if there's one person that you like, it might be money.
You're gonna put effort into it.
Even time, yeah.
Just like how you put effort into getting money. That you feel like someone, you're gonna put effort into getting them. No matter what you like, you put amount of effort to getting it. That your main objective is getting.
Man are just chances. Man, them are chances. They chance, innit? The man, you could be in 1,000 people's DMs. What are you saying? That 1,000 people that you like.
And that's the same for women. You don't think women are doing that as well?
But also, a guy can move from the friend zone to the relationship zone. Like even in my case, you know, we were friends for years before anything romantic happened, and never looked at him that way. I'll be honest, never.
That's the point I'm making. He might have looked at you in that way and was on your time. That's the point I'm making.
Yeah, but he could have missed out though if somebody else was, if you had that relationship with somebody else.
Yeah,
it's just, exactly.
No, but everyone's proving my point.
No, but maybe they looked at each other as friends, and then as time's gone on, at the time it's just friends. Yeah. As time goes on, both of their feelings have changed at the same time, and now they are something.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying? That's what's happened. Well, I'm not. Yeah, I'm just assuming, but I'm just saying is that. But if one person likes the other person, I'm telling you that the person that likes that person, and that other person's not giving that same energy back, it does become a bit like of a piss take. And you know what? Sometimes you just gotta just zip up and say, do you know what? Put your shoes on, keep it stepping. Like this person's not appreciating what the efforts I'm putting into, so I need to put it somewhere else. That's
I think you lot say that. about this fizzle out the conversation? You're communicating with me 2 days, 3 days later. I'm talking to you three days later. The conversation will eventually die out.
Yeah, it will.
How am I talking? At this present, I'm talking from the past. Like, why did you not message that day? It don't make sense. It's gone now. I can't change it. Do you know what? I'm just missing days with you. I should be gaining with you, not losing.
Oh, great, yeah.
I think you lot think the man them care more than they do.
Nah.
I feel like people think the man them are caring more than they actually care.
Which man them are you talking about, though, D?
I'm
Which
talking about
man?
normal man will message girls and just chance it. Like everyone's
How many
like,
girls are you messaging?
Yeah.
I'm not talking about, I'm saying you lot thinking like a woman, it's on the woman's time and it's always on the woman's time, and it ain't.
No one's thinking
Okay,
that.
when a man messages bag of girls, he doesn't care about the responses when he gets back. When you're messaging one girl, you're caring about that because that's what you're actually caring about. You're looking forward to that one response. If I'm messaging bare girls, I don't care if Susan, I don't know, whoever that girl, I don't care about all of them. Whoever messages me first is all right. But if I'm messaging one girl, I'm waiting for that person to get back to me. That's what I care about. When man just message bare girls, they don't care. They're like, all right, cool, that one didn't message, I'll wait for that one. That one didn't message, I'll message that one. There are options everywhere.
Is that a different stage of life with a man, though? There's a stage where a guy just wants to just have fun, and then when a guy decides he's looking for wifey, is that the shift? Because
no, but guys don't very rarely do, like, a lot of the time when man get into certain situations, it's a lot of the time it's not always who you plan for it to be. It's not always a situation of, oh yeah, this one's that, and like, a lot of the time you don't think that that's going to be wifey, but it ends up becoming that because you two are dealing with each other for a long time, and it's just like, oh, hold on a minute, I actually like being around this person. It's not always the person that you pick that's the person that you decided was the girl for me. That doesn't happen with man all the time. Man always, a lot of the time, you end up falling in love with someone you didn't even plan to, or you end up liking someone more than you realized. That's why a lot of men are with girls that are outside because they ended up liking them. That's just what happened. You didn't plan for it to be with this, but I just ended up liking it. You lot are giving it way too much. Like,
what do you mean? Hold on, wait. What did you say? Men end up being
Men
with
fall
girls
in
that
love with girls that are outside. Talking about
yeah, you could just be beating the thing and just doing your little thing, and next thing you know, you like her. That happens with bare the man them.
So you would wifey a girl that's outside?
No, I wouldn't. I'm saying that happens with a lot of man. A lot of man end up being with girls that you didn't plan to be with, because you end up realizing you can get on with them. There's not always
I
a
would
situation.
never plan to be with a girl that's outside.
That's my
that don't make
point.
no sense.
That's my point. You didn't plan to, but you ended up
what
being
I'm
it.
saying, yeah, if you don't change it, you choose it. Simple as that. So that guy has chosen to be with a girl that's outside.
Who's that?
But who are you letting in at this time? It's about to end.
No, we ain't even got long left. We only got like. What are you saying, my guy? We got 10 minutes left. What are you saying?
Is that Ross?
I'm just listening. Don't worry, I'm listening.
Oh, here we go.
We only got 5 minutes.
Here we go.
I'm just listening. Don't worry.
Thailand.
Here we go.
Come on.
Thailand living. What do you think, Pete? We only got we only got 5 minutes left. What do you think?
It's fine.
What do you reckon about the convo, though?
One sec. Hey, boss, do out the window.
Hey, F, he's got a better Wi-Fi than you.
No, don't do that. I'm in the sticks, fam. I'm in the sticks.
Hey, PI, what do you reckon about this convo before we wrap up?
Bro, I'm close to China. We're hey, let me show you something. Google what year Thailand's in. 2,500 and something. I'm in the future.
Is it like?
I'm in the future. I've got like 24G right now.
What do you think about the convo, though?
What are you talking about?
You can't even hear us.
Hey, what are you talking about? Tell me.
Oh, same. Sorry. Excuse me.
We were talking about Ross. We was talking about Kiera.
Yeah, go on.
We was talking about the Dean.
Hey, Ross, you know what? Yeah, we're talking about basically, like, we started off talking about rejection. Like, if a woman rejects a man, then it got onto conversation between if you was out and you exchanged number with a girl that you like and she likes you, but then like when you're away, you message her and she takes 3 days to get back to you. She don't really like you like that. You know what I mean? That's what it was kind of in that conversation.
She's got a boyfriend, the shitter. She's waiting till she's alone, and then she'll reply.
I'm screaming.
I hear it though. I hear
It
it.
says it
That's what we were saying though. D, you can't say you hear it. That's what me and Zay were saying. If she's not interested,
That's not how you. That's not what you're
Listen. If she took the number, yeah, she's interested. But right now, she's busy. So the moment she's not busy, she's gonna shout.
Gonna hit you.
Okay, so what do you think if someone responds to
like Siobhan said, you're on the sub bench.
Yeah, so if a girl responds to you every 3 days, yeah, what's your stance on that? And you responding to them every 3 days?
That's fine. I could be on the subs bench. She could be on my subs bench as well. What's the problem?
Man, them don't care like that. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. Man, them don't care.
Man, don't care at
You
all,
saying you
bro.
don't care though, D. If she's just if you're just looking for it as a
Are you
smash,
mad?
like, you know what I mean?
Listen. You can make me number 2. No problem. You want me to make you number 2? I'll make you number 10. No problem.
See?
That's what I'm saying. Now he's getting to like, you know what I mean? She's on the list.
There's bare Nemos in the sea. Trust me. There's bare Nemos.
And that's for women as well. You think women are out here? Do you think it's
Exactly.
one boy?
Exactly. So let me show you something. So women are new at doing this thing, innit? We've been doing this for years. Don't play
Don't get it twisted.
You get caught. We're slick.
You just won't know about the woman doing it.
No, we're not
They're
new.
not new, bro. They do it better. They're not new. Women have been doing this.
So, alright, cool then.
Know. If a woman don't want to know you,
let me bust the man them. Hey, man them, let me bust you on something, yeah?
Let me
bust you on something. Cool.
Watch this.
Let me bust you. Let me bust you on something, yeah? Cool. So the women are doing it on a slide. We don't know about it, yeah? So whose feelings are hurting? Not mine, because I didn't know about it. We do it. It's bait, yeah? It hurts
their feelings. Anything about feelings. Women are better at it.
You get me? Depressed, all these things. I told you don't do it.
Okay, women are probably depressed about 1 day, 2 days, 3 days after that. Then when you really think about it deeply, a month later, you all calling back.
Yeah, because that's because we've been doing our thing.
Nah, but I ain't calling back nothing,
Ross. You are.
There's one thing.
If you like a girl and that girl's for you and that's the one.
There's one thing I have to say. If you've got a bag of options, you'll never get hurt.
Both ways. Women and men. Both ways.
If you've got a bag of options, you never get hurt.
And that's for everyone.
Nah, but I feel like you might have a bag of options, but there's always the one that you actually want, though.
Thank you.
If you've got a bag of
there's
options,
one.
you never get hurt.
You want.
If you have the one that you want,
and there's the rest of the ones that you take. You get me?
Let's wrap this up, man.
I've
got a roll anyway because it's getting packed up.
Your Wi-Fi is going.
No, don't do that.
Hey, one more thing. I've got the one I want, so I'm good.
Yeah, the phone police, man. Like,
you found one out there?
Like they don't like the way a man. Like,
I'm nice. I'm good. I spoke to her in 3 days, but it's cool. She understands me. You get me?
Your man.
You're not fair, bro.
No, what's happening
Hey, Ross,
now?
you found
She
someone
got
out
a
there?
diamond. She good. She nice.
You what?
You said you found someone.
Don't like being explained something
My
by
missus
man.
has come out here, you madman.
Or whatever, like, you know, so they go, oh, you're mansplaining. It's like that. It's kind of like what you're doing.
Who's that?
What's that?
And you just need to
How
just
much?
be.
Boss? 1 second, how much?
Wait, D, who's talking?
Someone said something to us, I think.
Where?
But yeah, let me wrap this up because I got to go live and another thing.
Yeah. Entrepreneur.
What's this?
Hey, Peter, I'm gonna shout you, innit?
Thank you very much for coming on the show, everyone. Love. Yeah, it got scatty at the end there. D.
Yeah, I guess it goes how it goes, man. It goes how it goes. But love,
bless up, man. Love.
Blessings.
No, next one.